Kai say, Emra F4 no call, I call ballotia or pick Egypt. No, all by my office, no, my bamu. So Egypt, about first match with her, as any alcohol. Any possible because Egypt there. First match, I'm for so no export draw, and I'll be sure one who could draw Mukuma and Diom the Bay. There's no way we can qualify. I'm going to say no. The Egyptians you see today, you shall see them no more. We will beat Egypt and qualify. And the Jamunya ratio. Yes, she share Niama Guaquemo. Training no. Ko 2-4 crab park and on the Kasai boom pie born near the end young kind of public. So you never be break also. Egypt no more 2 million or almost you.
So ways and means a baby.
So we can't go into details, but Bishop there would be. And now you share Egypt's goes to Marubin share Egypt Sada. And they qualify to the World Cup, and that is why the problem started. Qualifier Nafi, some, Aquano, why are you too powerful? Both in within know
your own people.
Yes, and then externally, so but we are focused. We press a Jumano because for say Ghana the first year. Mama said there's a problem, and it's Obeka call World Cup for Germany. I buying my players no 50,000 appearance fee. So it's kind of a loan because FIFA cheer back, and you call South Africa, so it went up to 75,000 because not FIFA, that's why I increase. And now supporters who can you now every single cost in terms of air ticket, accommodation, aduane, internal transport, bibia are buying FI. To be fair, that time near Bravo and one for IMF. In Tina, I'm buying so bia and Hudo and tighten the belt. But that stories be coso in the papers. Say, budget no cry in your approval my Ankrah. You see a bit discount. I young for budget and call. So the whole thing was so bizarre. Eventually, said Nipa de Nipa. You call cabinet, now cabinet said, yeah, my players, 100,000 no more, and mom 75,000. And our players no some money. And our FA do almost sponsorship money back on 82.5. At no moment in Igbo. Tiasuma, Dr. Mustafa, and Yura, Eduasari. I'm call Montenegro, any players no Kasai. Players no some Montiasi. Me, I felt say cabinet decision. Cabinet is chaired by the president, all the ministers. You're taking such a big decision. You can't say so what they want to say. Granted, say, well, when I'm mobile born, but even the difference between 82,500 and 800, they say, and yeah, he could do Holland. Now players and sisters say, I'm up on 100,000. I'm saying it's beyond me. Yeah, I buy a take a decision to miss wrong. I'm more born and you qualify. You qualify, we are. And you never catch maybe we even get more than that. Before the first match in Brazil, I'm more born.
Unless Omusikano Abba.
And I you right Misata. Oba packing so I have the pictures, the videos. Catch on okay. Because of 17,500, you will get your 100,000. Sata na yene Unibank arrangements. I am a players need be $5,000 on their cards as a test. In Sikano here the call Unibank. They just say Omaji Omusika. Obviously, they don't want any bank transfer, any wire. They want physical cash. That's where the whole drama started. Now, what you want? Just say, me come and say, now, ubia. Now, FA4 no, someone indifferent to be sir. The way I now come first say, coach, because the coach no if you need your money, see from
my position here clear.
Yeah, but as a minister. Players, they say
you
know that kind of thing.
So at that point, no more be players.
Exactly. It was, you know, enti you we near you we afi near ma me who crack near me creative problem say before the Portugal match.
87.9 Kumasi.
And almost some boycott training. And I mean, say, how can you boycott training? The Kai has some of them said that.
That should be a disgrace to Ghana. I mean,
there's a science behind training.
Yeah, before a match.
Obey training, tough training. Know about trial match. Then you play light training. Now if you want a stretching, then on the day of the match, you know why warm up. Who may see any of this, it will affect your performance. It is a more you say na say affect your performance. Now ultimately this kind of bad. How do you play back Ghana? I say on my game, and you're stable until they see the money.
They cannot
they
train.
Concentrate. I'm telling you, this is what happened.
It's
so
serious.
If you were in my shoes, what would you do? So I called National Security. I say we have a crisis on our hands. Let's get them their money so that we can have our peace and move on. And then there's no story there. One food.
Yeah.
Because
I mean,
National Security first aircraft are arranging aircraft near Irai. Yeah, I'm telling you today. Ghana. Wakuhu aircraft any pilot Kasa I sending me details mama clear aircraft seven land over Brazil aircraft had their aircraft that you aircraft
any Ghana any country anymore.
Well it wasn't at the airport.
I see this is serious.
It's more than serious. Let us be my reactors by all means no they will sabotage the team and the country.
I know. Was it not a targeted that war now say the team?
Well, if it is me, am I Black Stars?
No, I mean say your success as young
okay,
probably
so if it is my success, won't you think of the implications? For the
because
country?
you agree with me that Black Stars performance abe political abe aba make sure say go all out say Black Stars say a major tournament won the period more Black Stars beat me so say failure you have failed the government and of course maybe I will be target no wait me
so I'm telling you they are making a fact so I have adequate documentation and then there was a second you see at the same time no Abayan said for the first time they won't support the supporters. The supporters 620 and the committee then they raise funds every single penny. Any of the supporters no koi. All the money came from corporate Ghana. Where's the report? You know, every single penny. Where's the new one? Came from the committee. Not one cedi from government. All this is what's going on. This is the official report. Maybe our companies a sponsor yen near the end auditor mo yen say you need our me have so many report I'm sure here maybe free. So the whole thing was funny. So eventually National Security was there no and na a ban is no mene Moes Katumbe PT Mazembe unano a kasa oba Ghana and releasing the aircraft 100-seater plane with 2 pilots and 2 air hostesses. So the idea is say a qualifier. No, you are boy a home and the supporters are called on our own strength. You're raising money. The next stage they be now buying so I then I go home because you are qualified. Now plane so until in the midst of that crisis, you're the first plane the details, ma'am, and I'm a register the second plane in anticipation.
Okay.
Until first plane national security and yet obi
Messen
or see one who plane I'm saying my register second plane to go and check. Or call civil aviation. I'm saying the plane cannot fly because it's not being cleared.
The second one too.
Yes. Mr. Mewaha, we have cleared the plane. No, there's something going on. And now we'll report here. Then so eventually it was Air Force that brought it. So this business of the Kochata plane and it's all false.
Oh, I see.
So it's complete false.
The state in Ankasa flight
I have the videos, I have the pictures, everything.
But you started with a statue. That means
so now no. This was the crisis. It was not the best of situations. I was very, very embarrassed because I put in. Look, me there. You have no idea. I put in a lot, spiritually, mentally, physically. I mean, players, me dressing room, everything. Enti, you set up commission. So I said there a bar, instead of the commission focusing on the root causes, no, the focus was on me. And when you know because of Munina, said not you per se, but media. The whole sensationalism. Of course, some bar,
but so when I will lead it, and so of course, the media not target to
your perform yeah, I'll get some glory.
Right? Yeah, the glory will come.
It's legitimate. However, the reason why we are here today after 10 years is because we did not deal with the root causes of the problem. That's the point I'm making.
So the point you are making is not the root cause, no,
yes.
by targeting.
No, the whole commission was a jamboree. You see, it was focused on me. 3-4 months. You repeat it on prime time. Whoever gave that strategic, what kind of strategy is that? Government nipa enya some above concerning the government. Ye live ni we are after news prime time here saying repeat it.
Now so recommendation ben committee commission of the buy say Ghana Afriyie football.
So the players at that time, no, that issue of deciding not to train, it was a serious issue.
Yeah.
But lights. That was the question I was asked. So if you can find the tape, play it. I was asked, how did it feel when the players decided that they were not going to train? And that was when I remembered all the things I told them. I said, look, if you don't train, it's going to affect you. It will affect your career. It will affect your future. It will affect the country. This is bad. This is a global. You train, go and play. We'll get you the money.
I see.
Say no.
And what is the root cause?
That is the root cause. The indiscipline. No? Where are all those players? None of them ever.
And then you see that thing in our team. Say team the players not the discipline.
So that's why they all have phased out. It's taking 10 years.
And so we are building a new team.
Exactly.
So that team are building
a
new team completely one and
that is where we have to be careful. Say, sir, attitude of entitlement does not rear its ugly.
But we are here, you perform it.
So make no say, say Subain be started dead. Oh ma, firstborn or shas here. Na say be obokro no kakra no music kakra no antiana. Second born be the follow. Third one be follow. So what I say. So that attitude, that look at it compare Stephen Apianum Apenso. Ball or mobile where you see for yourself. Where is the commitment? Where is the passion? Where is the willingness to die? Meanwhile, this new team. Who beside me? Are you asking me?
So you've been with the team. You've been with the team.
You've watched the ball. Ghanaians can judge for themselves. So what I say, this young team, I believe said there's a lot of hope in them. So what I said, because it's a relatively young team, they have a career ahead of them. We need to work on them. Let them know, say, it is a privilege and an honor to wear the national team jersey and play for the country. That mindset has to be there. There has to be that consciousness.
So Obika say about coach Otuado na Mon Homodinti, Otuado Abazi, Otuado Yempam, Otuado. Do you share that same thought?
I don't believe in he's working with what he has. Of course, I don't know what happens.
And you're the best now. The best I will see.
I don't know what happens in the dressing room. So, as someone new facts, I am a person. If I was involved and I knew that the meeting makers will coach with, but if you give instructions and they go and they are protecting their legs and in any case the Kumasi match, I'll blame CAF too. So what I said, because before the match, United said CAF was going to postpone. It was going to change the location. Didn't we hear it?
That is based on the status of the pitch. But
so when they came, what happened?
So they cleared.
They cleared. And then they cleared and then we played. Some will say, well, Angola also played on the same field. How many Angolan players play in the Premier League? You see the dynamics. So the players are scared. If they slide tackle or they do anything on the field, give them the good field so that if they fail to perform, then they can be held accountable. That's what I say. But by not providing the quality field, you give them an excuse. Hey, Charlie, young people who just started their football career.
But Ghana, the best I won here, somebody. Do you agree? The best I will Kudus and Pates and the rest.
Some of the best. There are still people out there. There are even still local players. It's a matter of the heart.
Local players be more better than the Black Stars players.
If they have the commitment and the passion, and you coach, hearts of folk coach men or they local players, cool, we need
Jones
So I'm not saying these are not good players. Don't get me wrong. Don't misquote me. But what I'm saying is there needs to be a resetting of the mind. So I say, when you get the opportunity to wear that jersey, you must be like Azuma Nelson. Because when I see the flag,
I see. So we believe that any coach has we should work on the players.
The coach may have his own foibles.
Issues, yeah.
For example, the first match, changes no any late. So that's a real issue that we can talk about. When we will say changes or a little earlier than the other one, but still they seem to. But you don't see that fire. Oh, you see, you can lose a match, but will be able to Charlie. This one they kill themselves.
Yeah, sure.
Sure.
Yes, many would didn't come because, of course, Ghana your next event, football event by AFCON World Cup, and in say Kwakotoa Bay said the already committees here. I'm sure say you can't youth and sports. We are manifesto committee there. We are Juma Hopa because you've been there. Oh, okay, I see.
No, we were the overall manifesto committee.
Okay.
There were various committees. There was a youth and sports committee, and Professor Alabina and all chair with other people. So when they do their year, then they bring it to us. Then we'll look at it.
Until
then we'll
stakeholders. Okay,
so I don't want our conversation to focus on youth because I'm not here as a former minister for youth and sports.
No, but as
a member of the manifesto
manifesto need be attached on sports. Specifically, Muslim players. I want to say feasible.
Why is it not feasible? The money being stolen, the money being used to fly, you rent commercial planes near the Auditor General's report. What is the Auditor General's report? Billions of cedis are wasted every day. Our problem is waste, mismanagement. Why should we pay players? Sports in the industry. So what I say, Ghana, or maybe our talents are nyame ediamano. For example, if you go to India, they won't invest a dime in football, but they invest in cricket. Imagine say Ghana saw Baba investing in cricket. 1,000 years one cricket now. So ours is the football. According to coaches, now you know my brother is in that business. He's in Yao.
Yeah. Before Accra.
And the convenience of this hotel is for every 10 players, world class players of the Kudus type that they're able to take out, there are 100 more out there who are not able to break through. So talent now is effort, like it's there. So a advantage So as a country, we need to invest in that area. And the teams, they are not strong enough to be able to stand on their own. And the soccer also creates employment opportunities for them. So as a government, if you invest in that area now, that's a team's you are solving unemployment problem, you are solving social problems. Akolanka you're not the ball. But football also, you see, we talk about the football in terms of the soccer. But what soccer does in terms of the training and the preparation, it even builds you up, your mindset. Recover your butu, that is life training. So it builds in them those attitudes. If we go into it with that consciousness, build it the soccer to build the people now, you will see your perspective will be different. And we support them. They should, and more talent. In any case, it is not every player who wants to go abroad to play. Most of them. Some players, if really the conditions are good and they will earn decent income, they want to be. You'll be on a person if the conditions are good and they are earning a decent income, by so doing, they are building the local league. It is when the local league becomes strong and there will be quality sponsorship. That game near it grow.
Of course. Because I know how I football yes, I'm not share has in the TV so coverage crown basa. basa. So I think that would be good because any also youth job creation maybe because when you're able to do that you create jobs and interest among for football but as to say bia mobile team maybe as to quota system or house of folk players they say to a flat this is what we are paying club no more saying and na man for person say is that how it's going to operate and I say there will be a cap.
When you do the policy, it shows the intention. So that I said, the manifesto shows way near PCA. When it comes to implementation, from minister, this is what we want to achieve. So the minister will engage the stakeholders. What is the current status? Say Namuchia, say. Okay. This is what government based on those conversations to be who any implementation issues.
Right. I was just having a video to our journey and higher Akoma 87.9 FM. You go so I didn't come up with the former Youth and Sports Minister, former Director of Elections for the NDC, member of the 2024 Manifesto Committee of the NDC, Honorable Elvis Afriyie Ankrah. You go so I in a airborne common. Chief, my share my manifesto know the broader, understanding of your manifesto, resetting Ghana. And on the day of my manifesto launch, the General Secretary of the party can be said the manifesto may not be perfect. And also generate a lot of discussions. A manifesto that ain't perfect. How do we trust it?
I think he was taken out of context.
Okay.
All no care about MPP for Subai. Omo an attitude of impunity. Nyomo ye nyina no as inform ho. Omo ye promise Omo shabo bebre omo niso. Enema nko ye but as omo living in denial. Omo no as far as they are concerned, omo ka to say bibi akoye omo siwe omo yewe Nana Akufo-Addo aban kwebi mada. It is within that context no say NDC for there. Yanka say bio ye crunching nipa manifesto e cry atro no ebi ana enye den enye perfect but enye me wom no ye de akoma pa ene anibre behwe say ye betimi aye si anya 100% cry na ye 80% ebe so mbo ama o man no that is the context.
Okay, I see. So yen share reset in Ghana with what the amount table the amayin within 4 years ye betimi a reset your mind no because I'm saying this because your candidate, the flag bearer, has 4 years to complete in the term or they have some Ghana. Until that will be the question that 4 years and Yama Modiegu upon us. Enough some with the arrested on my Ghana.
More than enough. First of all, Bibia Kosubia or men is happening within a context.
Okay.
On mine said ya hen and Dinabia, it's it here. So meme babeka, so me NDC in America media, or friend Pipini, Baba Canada, and until we are singing no, you walk equal kua almost susu, not almost say, a buying behind the modern bo. Say Ghana buying, Nigeria buying, America buying, Canada buying, Togo buying, Niger buying, Burkina buying. Nasa equal kuno. Even IMF, World Bank, Fitch, Standard & Poor, Economist Intelligence Unit, and our locals, and in Africa, no more Afrobarometer near there. It is a quoting in our no assess a band behind the bottom ball. And I based on what a band and Casano, or criteria, any one Casomo criteria, and no, my friend is a marking scheme. Sabio, yeah, University. Well, yeah, a exam paper now, no, marking scheme. Marking scheme, no. So, come mark a be or come be marks your so be an oil girl, and now penasam. It's the external examiners. It is our external examiners. No more students need Ninkita with the BR. Or no more share facts, nego. To what I say, no more checking marking scheme, no more they are my resource. No. It's these external examiners, no, or share the marking scheme of the various political parties and the all countries are more assessing. And you're more sharing a car near public debts, a sika in your public revenue, a car near sika in your debt to GDP ratio, almost share sika some exchange rate, no, say net year, no more share inflation, say the Yama war is cost growth rate said the economy in ACU, Bank of Ghana, Sikasena, Uchegum. All these are global indicators, and you're Ghana. It is all these international agencies, ebe share. Now, you're found one by one. You be free abemo in 2016. Now, the public debt from Kwame Nkrumah to John Mahama, 126 billion Ghana cedis. Out of that, John Mahama was your boy, 54 billion. And now I say the public debt has gone up to 740 billion. That is MPP4, Abobusia 620 billion. John Mahama is 54 billion. And the amount will be to the University of Ghana Hospital, First Bank of Ghana Hospital, the Maritime Hospital, the various airports, the schools and the trees, e-blogs, name them in water projects. There are things we can show. I mentioned Ghana for. Maybe before Bubura Omo Abui. What is there to show? Again, Emra na ye wa bemuno. Na ye rating no a B-, which is stable. And on any market home, we are nyina. And ne amino kase. What is the rating? Yeah, more than Z. Junk. At the point, the economy went so bad. Say, your debt to GDP ratio. That is a Ghana. It must say near the etia kaya there. A cano, it could do point to be a not your Ghana sika nyina near grandsa. I just borrow 4% at the count as I need to meet 104%. It be see that. That is the economy now crashing a mess. That is what led to haircut in the idea. For the first time in the history of this country, they did the car, both local and foreign. So that is the contest. It's a complete disaster. Now, when so happen within the background, say, Dr. Baumi or no supposed to be the president, or Ghana, ne brought for Kessia Pan the whole economic theory and a FAPM. And he said, when the fundamentals of the economy is weak, the exchange rate will expose you. Let us say, a kind economy, a can Yamakan, no, no, a dear back open a chair or mining in Puntu and Koso, and as I said, the Sikasem is here. And they said, we seek a some exchange rate dollar to CD, and a chair. Yeah, buy you be free, so no. Now the exchange rate was what 4 CDs, it was 4.2, and the exchange rate yes, 16 points. It's that time so 10,000 Ghana cedis. When you're saying, which means you bear around 40,000 and 42,000, we have $10,000. And then 42,000 Ghana cedis. How much will you get at a rate of 16 point something? We a businessman, that's a we get trade. What they will be about 10,000 off a biaboa or the $10,000 a piawa.
As the country is so bad,
it's horrible, and you see, and in America, these are facts. They are there.
But so the question will be that about to me the 4 years to be able to clear everything.
I need to establish that properly.
Okay.
Right. It's very important.
Right.
Apart from that, you be free abemuno. Now you got 2 oil fields at the moment. 2. It will show all these Standard and Poor Fitch in the World Bank. Can say economy will grow by 8% in 2017. In John Bible say 2017 and now economy grew by 8%. Juma be no more economy because you took power January 2017. Policies now want to be implemented. Time and our appointed ministers near there. Now policies now start here Juma 2017 when you are 8% growth. Now I predicted that because of the investment in the oil sector, you the 2 oil blocks oil fields any near my apart from all those things, now Ghana Infrastructure Investment Fund give near the $270 million atom at the home. Sinking fund. I know you name say Eurobonds a kaya kwajijiano ne bibe due ya the $500 million at all. Say mreno so near a year kwa kuchia. Stabilization fund near what $300 million ewo ho. I know your buffers are jama mo. It's COVID by no mu nyomo ye near chop say sika there's money in the stabilization fund you can go and take some. It's ye just anyway we nyina mamo. Energy sector. And no crowd de mekana. From Kwame Nkrumah apenso. We share the inputs of the various governments in the energy sector. President Mahama alone at the 47% and a car the stock of energy or increase the energy stock by 3 times by the time we're leaving office. It's just animal when you know, mamo. Hospitals, ye jija mamo, airports, ye jija mamo, and yama be brave. Now, mobile, Mababe, and yama pasa, pensioner, sika, sabu pensioner, or co pension, or yare, sika kakra, or the cotona, every month be our GB, the Atonin rule. For the first time in the history of the country, we saw our poor pensioners picketing a bean cedar. It's a mess. Yes, cast a resetter. And the ban of corruption, the some say impunity. No pebia no more. I was see apostle. Direction I air corner, yintimin to asubium. I was see apostle. Now new government, new government, Wababe reset. I saw watch. So you watch, I say, yeah, battery no, and yeah, Jume ye. Into answer and watch the bear Jumano, where they over reset it. Yeah, we reset it to time now. I was saying 8:32. From that time, no, the what she say, watch, crano, watching the number, 2 a.m. and I say, I dare cry in Yanchi. So that's how you reset a society. With new ideas, a new team, a new vision, new energy, new impetus. Now for your mind, I call baby, I was say, that is the vision. So we are resetting the country. Direction now. Or mining we cannot continue in that trajectory. As a wubunsu, now wubunsu dia gu kenten. Ebe then I can tell
you nyina be gu fam.
Ebe gu fam. Enti was here sasa.
You say mine no aye second ten.
Kenten.
Ti bibi be tom bia.
Enya me na make kan. Haircut no say be ni omode ayi amanone kra afi omode no so ba be ka ho. These are facts. Pensioners, they will tell you people over 1 million Ghanaians are investing in musika. In various government bonds. We hear economy. The first year is the safest form of investment government bonds. This government will break his it's a complete mess. That is why I see you beat me move the country to the next level. Bank of Ghana, 74 billion illegally. And we inflation inflation who print the same amount of money with no productivity backing it. It is artificial money, and it was illegal because now Parliament says all person who raise who print money have to go to Parliament for clearance. They didn't do that. They printed money. So it's a complete mess.
I see.
And there's the need for a new government. Sir Obeba. Now, wait to me at 2 near a year. Now, what are some of the things that we want to do?
Okay.
First of all, I want you to doors into the first thing is within the first 120 days. No, the PCA near me be I don't know, bit me creating the environment. So within the first 14 days, no, President Mahama will be completing a list of cabinet ministers for parliamentary approval. And he's going to have the leanest and most efficient government. By 90 days time, no, I set it up. And nunti na was here to about President Mahama because you or you be a why you be that the vice president, minister, the president where you be and on him said ya a Ankrah say in 94 the way I near my see say no more baby sum na mbe anything. You need somebody like him or what say him dear no why you be the what that experience from day one no he knows exactly what to do. And I know last Friday or your forum our Kempiski. But he was invited distinguished speaker series. Foreign investors now in the history of the Fourth Republic, the history of Ghana, under President Mahama, the highest quantum of foreign direct investment. I just say if you are on buy, $13.5 billion under President Mahama. Next Friday, I sign another one on energy. Now, the energy sector. In ENI, all those other companies, almost free Ghana. Why? Because the environment is too hostile. And now, making sure said the government to be lean and most efficient. Code of conduct. I think the next thing is Obe will do a national economic dialogue. Ghana, you won't conform winning beer. I buy we more attitude to send your money BBR. As you said, Mr. Emeka, you need more. You need more. Master, me as president. I stayed in office for 2 years, 1994, 95, 96, because of the electoral strike. Most of the people in government today, they were my genius. I know them. They were my mates. We know the grace some of them got to.
It's about grades.
Yes, it's not about greed, but that's the point. You see, the arrogance, is annoying. That's what I say. You make it look like you are some super something, but we know you. That's the point I'm making. And those who understand what I'm saying, understand what I'm saying. What I say. In any case,
on paper, when we give them task, someone execute here.
Exactly. We've seen the results are clear. This global, so we hold a national economic dialogue because before Honorable Atufoso, a minority leader, he kept on about 2 years or so. At the way near Mekwe. First of all, you're warning about the borrowing. The borrowing is too much. We are borrowing Franklin Templeton $2.5 billion under opaque circumstances. ABC that me who be that wa baby that say finance minister in the private company. Every borrowing biano on your home faso. He was borrowing not because of need, but because of his private interests. Where will you hear this? That the finance minister, Borisika, or no company, no, and a beneficiary. The deputy or minister of state also sa near Pamno no chance Dubai. It's a complete mess. It's unacceptable. It's a hold national economic dialogue. There are people in this country now young near trans the state, the true state of the economy. Because figures here who cry it is possible, say, even worse than what it is today.
And no be a bema mo so be ka che said the mona mu gire kira mu hu ye no ene de mabehu difference say woman to Ghana for to be able to do that. Why don't you do some engagement in to be able to establish their mobile being here?
Because you see, if you say that you don't understand how governance works. If you are not in the seat, there are some information you can't get. It's as simple as that. You cannot get that kind of information. In any case, we are primed to say whatever the situation is, with the measures we've put in place, it will begin to. Let me give you just a simple example. When you say investor community, no investor is interested in Ghana again.
Of course.
Yes, I mean, because what do you want to also want to mean and now only negotiate to say can what do you know being chow to be a sheda near there. So they don't have confidence in you. What a change of government will do immediately, let's say investors will be evil side of it. One, because someone in track record of NDC and John Mahama. So under his tenure, $13.5 billion came into this country. ENI was able to operate. Exxon, all those other big entities, they were able to operate. So it gives them a sigh of relief. That alone, between stabilize the exchange rate. The way the economy works, the financial markets, simple thing which we say, President Timmy KBB, United States President, or KBB, it will affect the stock market.
Exactly.
That's the way it is. So the change of government is necessary. It may bring a sigh of relief. Amount for so there's a new government in place.
Okay.
Now, taxes, levy, COVID levy, bet taxes, emissions levy. So when you know what taxes now taxes and levies on obide if infidie ba about industry near Greek near the taxes say bubu guso now a capot or demurrage here you be reduce you be review all those things I think you be drafting begin the drafting for the 24-hour economy I know one of the anchors of our job creation because Juma some a big problem. Unemployment about 8.4% or so, and then it's almost 15%. Youth unemployment, the youth aspect, 32%. Imagine what kind a member bear or her a 32 in year Juma. Can you imagine the young population, the future of this country? Their future is being mortgaged, and our Biano was said the NSA wouldn't never be to solve problems. It's 24-hour economy. It's a response to an urgent crisis of unemployment. And on 89 day battle. Now, President Mahama said, "Be establish an accelerated export development council." Ikua no be said there, you be to me Akra and Niama and the Ako a brochure Niamanone. When you say after nature say was Africa. Amaya my ediga. Professor Mills na share some commodity na say secretariat na baha. Enti true that no you be share niam e bitimi export na e foreign exchange aba. Na fe niam ye kra ne bebre so I'll come to that. Na fe the next one is you be convening National Consultative Conference on Education. At the end was here about education. Education a pyramid, basic level. By way on neglected basic level It's a disaster. Yeah, be free abem near schools under trees almost 3,000. And actually say we're on the verge of eliminating. On by 8 years, on one focus on that. He say schools under trees. At the last count at the committee that we are checking, we had about 5,000 schools under trees. Mini abema.
Aye baby akaho said na ebi mu ete structures bi enso so bubu mu na abeka.
Ebi bubu na ebi so say communities no. Say school no abai me bi no mo so aye bi. 5,000. Masa, hwe. Yeah, sabi you nya opportunity to go school. Say I hwe ye ni antutu ne me yi adache. You call heaven and Yakuma be try your map. Because you see, imagine say imagine to school, then no more teacher boss. It be one the form. Na it be a patadine near dear na and one a HC chase yomo in shota na school a jai. How in 21st century? She say Nkola computer diagram. How should we build a society like that? It should be a forum on education. Near basic level, what can we do? Free SHS or they buy a catcher and say free SHS, a constitution, but make sure say facilities, you must have the facilities first, because only facilities now a big creative problem. You can't went here, and now giddy free SHS. I feel there. I call it be all now and Chronicle School. So you on my dear and 70 idea. And just this idea money you know, you better you be the come university. You say. Yeah, you political front. Yeah, you brepa. Say obi be bre. Ne ma me be turn ho niam wetimi akọ school SHSC. Na fe obi nya admission to university won't to admission fee. That's it's a big problem. Say yeah can ho say been to one as a experience be you don't know how it is. On a yearly basis, who request ever or the admission letter say no when you admission or pay admission fee. No, we write university because one person will be right university where Bushiamuno. It means to the whole family. There are many families all over this country. Nipa back who pay with me right university. Eti, but some family no. There no so about a problem. Eti, no, you see no academic fee policy for first year students or universities, colleges of education, nursing training institutions in our won't fees. I think. A free tertiary education, Sebi Omo did them on Meko University free, and I feel Mahama Care, Medical Trust, and ne Galamsey Adauruma, into Yarebone, kidney diseases, about high blood pressure, any diabetes, no near there, no, can no common, but a health care system, no, a set up funder, will be a binya say, I really be a wuntimino, near the Asona say. Free sanitary pass to female students our primary and secondary schools, and then Colano obedi be 9, 10, 11. That's a sebio when yabra. So and no near shasia amount for a day yes who. But if you do know the psychological impact on a young girl, sebio or what that state, a natural, and no, it's not the fault. A natural baby is something which is natural. That's how omutimi sebio and you say the way. Now you decide intervention back, and then part back here saying 20-30 cities. Ubi or Tiakra or cover 20-30 cities whatever. So into your design intervention in back. Sabe and Colano or me focus so a big great high school because of that. No when you're confident that you focus so I and those parts can be produced locally. You make creative the necessary environment. You produce parts local. You to me at the job. I think you bear forensic audit into science when you come forensic audit. I mean I've been through a forensic audit before. Work up. Or maybe a forensic audit by Ensa Young. Maza. Ensure cry beside receipts.
Okay.
Ensure. Mekai. Now, Honorable Edwasa are not in charge of supporters movements. One of the you move supporters from one place to another. Edwani a Tomo Omo airport near CP receipt. No we got receipts no. Oh Brazil. He had to make arrangements to get to the guy. No wall supervisor, maybe are not here. They had to get
to be able to get that.
Bring it to for Ernst and Young. Forensic audit. So you're very forensic audit of Sanyama when you know collapse banks here, collapse here. Banks, according to experts, can we here just about 10 billion to fix them. Now, to me and your Majumaye. Now, a sign I dream bonnet, a sign near who a Japanese book. I just say, no per se, control the economy, the financing, and almost share the good bank. No more, so say 25 billion. Meanwhile, banks, SEC can almost sankai and Kofusi cash. Illegal printing of money. But can't want some by the Bank of Ghana was Ankrah omo go through parliament omo anye you be investigate National Cathedral almost spend $58 million edi etu tokro kese you be investigate a single source contracts COVID-19 expenditure COVID-19 and also near see here just about 10 billion or so to fix COVID-19 ebe we you know you about 23 billion it is kind of way yet why assume MPP form vice chairman because it's kind of more chairman for you say vice chairman you say candidate
so mobile investigating that one
we'll go into all those things SML ambulance spare parts African games here you call here now say I see you could do $50 million in 14 days so your son and every day we'll investigate and find out what is going on SkyTrain Palugu Dam mass sets Galamsey fraud missing excavators and a tricycle Sputnik V bus scandal because that's the only way you can reset the country.
Sputnik there said we had a parliamentary inquiry into it so you look at that you also pick that report and go into
we
it.
have to deal with it because we can't continue like this. And Ebibeka say NDC for maybe a film where Mukasa will prosecuting for and Uncle see baby no, me Professor Mills, very close. Very close. I can tell you, some Professor Mills, so Tiasia, a father for all the crown you build. That's what I say.
I see.
Oh, no, he won't do it.
What happened?
I know him very well. At that time, no. Now, of course, look, we went through a very difficult transition. So, okay, about 3 years.
Okay.
It's, let's just move on, But looking at what Ankrah here with impunity, I am telling you as a son, and I'm his first son, political son. Anybody who knows, but we don't make noise about it. Sir, Otiasia, you won't tolerate this kind of nonsense. In any case, what is John Mahama's track record? John Mahama's track record, as a sitting president, me, me na Omami investigations to the JIDA. Are you aware? I was a minister, of course.
Yeah.
I did the JIDA investigations. And no can be now for targeting.
Oh, I see.
Because we have
also implicating Crawford.
It's no implication.
In that.
It was an independent commission. So what I say, independent. Make you confirm Crawford independent. If I will be from if I will be from a public servant, no, baby. And many things happen. Offers came. Emma dying. Emma account.
Wow.
A lot of things. You friend me various places having to make. I did a way, I'm saying, my boss that's saying you more problem, Munko Bisano. A year day, and I'm a corner, Mr. Boss. I did we say, go ahead and do your way. The report is here. Report.
Office.
Yes, all kinds of frightening offers.
That drop them. I mean, report no cry who here. I mean, try to convince your father. I mean, now,
if you cry so, Yakwaku Hun and then Akasa, or say, don't mind anybody. Go ahead. Nobody has spoken to me. He never once. They know they have a bomb in some president. Not once ever did he tell me slow down and away.
Upon all the office.
Never.
At no point so now consider as a jack. At this any. Me ye na.
Master.
Me am in Crawford. And I'm engineer me. One consider at any point.
It is impossible. You see, I have my weaknesses. Sabio. Say you cry there. No. Like. First now me temper. If you see me now, you see some.
No, sure.
What is a be because I did me trying this one. You can believe it. Kakra. Those days, they say, I'll just I'll become very calm.
Anyway,
but those days, where you are making that's my weakness that I've worked on.
Right.
But say, Sika bribe, forget it. Me, I started seeing money long ago. My grandfather, you should go and check. At the age of 17, I was earning pounds in the UK. Yes, at the age of 17, 18. So,
no,
it doesn't.
Anyway, but I was for something was joining
in
a higher 87.9 FM.
Government policy banning political appointees from purchasing state assets. And if a women's development bank, or make sure say or see the money. A man no a for every economy. So be okay here. A man no 90% a man 2 pound or mine 2 pound. A man 2 pound if you 2 pound. A man do na say be move you high. Ya na ma me no ya na no ne ma me no ne timi hwe e ma ya baby do baby ya way. It is a wo hwe na say man gina or mine be gina. Ejina agri kind also, if you educate a man, you educate an individual. If you educate a woman, you educate the whole society. If you empower a man, you empower an individual. If you empower a woman, you are empowering the home, the family, and the society. That's why it's our Women's Development Bank, a strategic initiative. Now, for job creation programs, apart from a 24-hour economy, a Jumewura program, I see Afibiano, you bet 10,000 young men identify for a proposal. If you propose on the name, near Mao, you do entrepreneur, now what mounted here, now also a Jumanate me, now what me employ Nipa 50, 100. Imagine say every year, Biano, 10,000 on also for Nipa 50, 100, 50, 100.
All right.
Within a short time, no, now national apprenticeship program, every moment here, vocational and technical training, and now masters, your master be ha. Sabi obu a ode ne car kai ayi fit ani ba kwa ne car ma he ono ankasa no oye ayi ade a ye diagnostic machine nipa no o de car no kwa no aspark ono akogina ho otie car na say no problem is here meanwhile broni a diagnostic machine o just here this one but no based on experience okay. Nipa say only certificate
right
Ankrah for any TVET for be hye ya access one na ma ho certificate san certificate no ebe ma kwan obi me upgrade o knowledge Germany sa na no Germany aba bedru any Japan no some pepper so and a 1 million coders program because we are so said their AC
I'm sure say bit ask some many because of our time now share now I have messages here for you then probably a share Mepesenka, your position on the Electoral Commission, and the call by the national chairman that's on the 17th of this month. Mamunyina no Ghana henyina because my call for forensic audit into the voters register and commission no say no at this point. Even though Omo admitted some issues with Pusigane, Omo tried to work on that, but for forensic audits, it's a no according to the commission. This position, party matiki. The response about from electoral commission in the party, no more convinced.
Oh, there. No crayon. No matter how long it takes it to come out, you will be surprised to know, say, man, I'm here election director. Maybe to me, friend, say, Charlie. Way too aggressive. Calm down. But now I knew what was going on. Madame James, first of all, Madame was Jimpa Law School. I'm a law. So because I just like the law. Just say me could be lawyer. I just like the law. Any family as election director. After about 2 months of going to IPAC meetings, now James are a full-time problem.
Full-time problem.
Yes. It means to me, a part-time. So I had to leave the law school.
The man full-time problem. The man
the man or minor, the man political parties, or a full-time problem. I'm telling you. You see, me who ni pebia, I would even say she's my friend. Yeah, Juma, opposition, the position on electoral issues near the Union. Mami by electoral commissioner, Massa. Within the better meeting, why a discussion? What's the two position? Who could do fear no releasing statement? And you share the parties in Yano, Edgitumu. That was my first shock. Your co-meeting, and that meeting agenda no na ye come about the Niama Bebre, Niama Ben, I was a num. You real meeting no BBC question said register no, said there is no, and one and the call about 2 months. No, see you, or more Edwin Green. Na sha ebi ane acquire new register. Na mama say hey new register say no so asema we yi ano keke na and no say ni agenda so any point. You could do fear we issue statement say. We issue statement to say you share and you nyina ye gitu mo say you be new register. Complete falsehood, complete fabrication. Eti nipa say no, how can you trust the person? Omo kwa that new register. Acquire faso inputs of the political parties. Ye try home krata ye bibia. The chickens have come home to roost, and there will be a when Suba said they sit here. So ye try me faso. In fact, it's long overdue. Long overdue. And Kasebio, Emrana, ye mu be ye praise ye nye say take action. Say binum tie any Shasaka, maybe we will not be here today.
So,
but better late than never.
I mean, you propose that or some get strict on the commission.
Yes, because and
a man for a new one from there.
It was a divided front. So I say it be so, you know. I mean, let's give them the benefit of the doubt. It be say, I mean, look, sir, a new register year before it was a complete sham, because before then on our truck crata at the Akoma Parliament for approval to upgrade the existing system, almost spending millions of dollars. It's a new register. What happened to all those procurements? And I'll be a new register at humongous cost to the country. And also more now, more and also 3 different results. You know, it's long overdue. 17th in the draft will all be there.
Right.
Because I was see a tune to Sukoko at the channel. Somebody who said, baby or Tiano, to serve the interest of the people and not her own interest or any other.
Right, Abusia. Enche ye di enkomo no ebeba na wie. Mame hwe Facebook akra o say John mame nchia opa me show free. E from me Jude me show free content say. Na me tie adwuma de ne pa. In fact, Honorable Elvis is making my night fantastic. African so besonya update from Wale in the NPP or more primary or more yoho. We will try and get it if say you bit me Evans in Kumkakrebi. Na yeah the Evans, yes, the Evans atosonia share. Evans, very brief. Wale. At the end so far, how far? I mean, yeah, sorting, yeah, BBA.
Because I said that a still meet PCR, so that they still meet. Being an no say. I just say the agent for Haji Alariba, Nana Mino Casano. Na omo ho omo fi ho eye omo fi ha sei eye Kabiru kra agent de omo amakra regional minister so ni electoral commission se say I was say omo kan ba no police station ho but 2 agents no eni ho e say etwetwe omo bo so omo be kan omo kan no as at there 5 minutes am free ho there na nya de say omo akan we say me please so be massa go back the bedroom am say ho omon kan it akwa statement young.
Wow, and they say supporters so ho said ye hu in the video and I say we say omumu ahwete kakra security to saying
security no say tight supporters need be more free ho kakra e wo ho there because you say no interest na ko say like bank of na ka tani ho na Kabiru so for no any ho omo na na wo bibi but so omo na atwe omo amana kwaye nipa take around no omo na sisi a ho sisi a.
All right, Evans, so as we speak yentimi nka say there's a headway counting announcement and whatever maminja we na de wan kasa no na abo kafra wate
So that
Africanus, that is the update for you. As we speak, Yentimi, Muntimi, and sorting put and yabe counting yabe announcing. That is that. Honorable, in 2 minutes. Yeah, let's wrap up in 2 minutes. Na yen share. Dear now catch us Santamine. Dear now catch a party or party footy omomo share across the nation, Facebook and other platforms are now you may live. And then I'll catch a telephone here for
you. Madam Wasi Bibre na me stress 2024 na bana ya kwa kotono. President Kufuor na kana semhwe wasitrim na to aba. Nkoyi bibia nkoyi o man wo hwe MPP abo mo share so sabio ese se kwaso amount ma bisa ne di omo yi omo suban ada na di e de akere omo nka no kre nanado ene ne bawo mi anom be kan enema bebre I shall protect the public purse mebo or my future no homban omo ntimi anye I'm too old to steal your money. I already have my own money. Nanado na kan yet sika so na come there and next no omo afani nyina try me and see so me hwe so mo hwe anye yie menya keta ahye I'm not corrupt and I'll never be corrupt on one special prosecutor of no special prosecutor you see Ghana and na sembu I dey ye fa the trial special prosecutor they say Nanado no ɔyɛ primary ɔmo bɔ korɔ no primary no primary nketenkete no ɔyɛ primary no de ɔmo maame mother serpent of corruption. That is how the special prosecutor described Nana Addo Dankwa. ɛnyɛ me na meka o. So how can you even trust these people? Right. I can develop Ghana without borrowing. Oma borrow manatiti apansam. I'll transform Ghana in 18 months. 8 years. I'll not operate a family and friends government. Bushian Chamfa, a Japadie book na. I'll fight corruption with Anas principle. Anas now pebebiate. I'll make the Kole Lagoon and Dodo River a tourist site. 8 years. BBNC. I'll build a factory in every district. Baumia, one district, 1 million, one constituency, 1 million every year, and happen here. I will arrest the dollar, no, you see, the hike in fuel prices. I'll make Accra the cleanest city. I'll build 111 district hospitals in 18 months. I'll build 350 new secondary schools. We will never go to the IMF for bailout. Right. So President Mahama has proven beyond all reasonable doubts. Right. Yeah, the Omani Shannon Sa or the Omani Bekonim. I was here. The crack said, Omo, so you got to Abana. I was the elections director. 2020. Now you were a seat is saying 106 seats. Even with preparations, the way I say, prepare training, you know, it's in Tokakra by it on time. But the Numpono, your seats no move. Up to 137 seats. Right. In my view, it was 145. No, we be account 142. Sorry. And now your seats now your 1 million vote deficit. You increase your votes. No, you move about almost 1 million.
Right.
So I mean, come on.
We are done. Thank you very much.
Vote and we'll protect their votes for them.
For that note, Medina said John. Mamena was the former Youth and Sports Minister, former Director of Elections for the NDC, and of course a member of the 2024 Manifesto Committee. Honorable Elvis Afriyie Ankrah didn't come in. Nyame Adamo channel pe be share Ghana. Good night.
87.9 Kumasi. Akoma FM 87.9.